Hey everyone, it's Betsy Harvey with Betsy Harvey Inc., your personal communications headquarters for confidently communicating your personal brand story in your work and in your life. All right, guys, I don't know about you, but patience, so not easy for me. Might be genetic, might just be part of my being an activator. Patience is really tough for me. And I will tell you that I have a history of impulsive purchases and impulsive decisions over the past few decades of my life. But one of the things I've been really trying to work on is exercising the concept of things being worth the wait. My husband is the first example and best example of things being worth the wait. He is the best. But when it comes to other things, like purchases, this has been a real learning experience for me. I used to just go get what I wanted when I wanted it, and I carried around a good amount of debt in my 20s and early 30s as a result of that. I will also say that in decisions that I made about relationships when I was younger, or decisions that I would make about my life, I would become impulsive or quick to make the decision because I just didn't want to be afraid. I didn't want to be unsettled. But there's one thing that I've learned, especially over the last few years, is that when I take the time to sit back and relax, gather the information, and make a decisive decision, everything always goes better. The reason I share this is, perfect example, this week I've been looking at Hunter rain boots for probably 6 months. They're $150. I didn't want to spend that much. And I will tell you, I waited and waited and waited and waited. And there was Costco. This week, Costco had rain boots. And I went to go look for them, and unfortunately, they were completely out of them. Until I went to go look for granola bars and found this mysterious box on top of the kids' slippers that said Hunter. And I looked at it thinking, oh, surely is this going to be a size 5? I'm a size 10 gal. We never have the last pair of shoes. And lo and behold, it was the basic black and a size 10, and I am so proud to have them on today. Woohoo! But I waited 6 months for these. And in the past, I would have just gone out and impulsively spent what I wanted them for rather than what I needed them for. And after 14 days of rain, I need them. The point is this: boots are such a basic example, but I do think that God sends us really cool messages in our everyday lives in little things to help us understand the bigger picture. I want you to think about what it would look like if you actually sat back and exercised, I'm not going to get that today. Or I'm going to gather more information about whether that's the right decision. And most importantly, I'm going to pray over this. Now, something like a pair of boots, you probably don't need to spend a whole lot of time praying about, okay? Unless you need to pray about how you're spending your money or whether there's a bigger behavior behind why you're making a purchase. But I do think that in bigger decisions in life, we are just imprisoned by fear because we can't stand the idea of not being in control. Or we jump into something because we think it'll make us feel better. Look, I am the queen of historic moments when it comes to emotional purchases that were supposed to make me feel better for the long term. I would say most of them made me feel good for about 24 hours. And then you look at that purchase and think, what was I doing? Why didn't that make me feel better? The truth of the matter is, whether it's a purchase or relationships or work decisions, what do you want your brand to be all about? Do you want it to be about impulse and impatience? Or do you want it to be about resting and knowing that you're in right relationship with God, making really awesome decisions that are decisive and with heart and with care? So as you go into this week, I want you to think about that. Ask yourself, where are my opportunities for gratitude and thanks for being patient? Where can I ask for more patience? See, gratitude is an act of faith, which is a really awesome way of serving God and others. How cool. Rain boots became this little example of a purchase that became this big example in life of why sometimes it's just simply worth the wait. More than anything else, I'm just grateful for you being here. Please share this with someone who you think might benefit from it. And I'll see you out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And of course, if you haven't signed up for the newsletter, just click that button on Facebook and I'll see you in your inbox. Have a great week and thank you for being here. Be well.